Let's talk about why 2025 is the perfect year to finally start your life coaching journey. Hey guys, I'm Krista Kathleen, and I am the founder and CEO of the Born to Coach Training Academy. I've also been a professional coach for the last 9 years. Before that, I was a full time nurse. I felt that that was not my higher calling and purpose in life. And when I hired my first life coach and started working with her, I was like, this is it. This is what I want to do with my life. And I haven't looked back since. And so now I love being able to train and certify coaches, helping them to get their ICF credentials. I truly believe that this world needs more high quality coaches out there. And yeah, in this video, I'm excited to teach you how to start getting your life coaching business set up. So before we dive into the steps, I just want to explain a little bit more about the demand for life coaching right now and all the opportunities that exist for you out there. So the global life coaching market is projected to reach 6.2 billion in 2024, meaning that more and more people every year are finding the value in life coaching and are investing to work with life coaches. Also, companies like Amazon, Zappos, Microsoft, Coca-Cola, Procter & Gamble, NASA, and Verizon are starting to use life coaches to support their employees. And according to the ICF, life coaching is one of the fastest growing industries in the United States. The need for coaches is on the rise in the United States as more and more people are seeking guidance and inspiration on a variety of topics, including personal development, finding work-life balance, work performance, relationships, mental health, and other topics. A recent ICF survey found that 43% of people who have used a coach in the past and 22% of those who have never used a coach say they're likely going to use life coaching in the future. So basically, there's a high level of satisfaction and in trust in people who uses life coaches. Okay, so let's start talking about how to start your life coaching business in 2025. All right, so step one is you want to get clear on your why. I love this quote by Simon Sinek here. And if you haven't watched his TED Talk yet, you definitely need to do that. But he says, when we know why we do what we do, everything falls into place. When we don't, we have to push things into place. And I completely agree with that. Sometimes, as you know, starting new things and building a business can be really tough at times, and there can be a lot of self-doubt that wants to creep in. And so I find it's really helpful to always remember your why or even put it in a place where you can see it every day. And that is going to be your biggest driving and motivating factor to keep you moving forward, even when things get tough and you start to doubt yourself. So think about what's your why of wanting to become a life coach this year. And I want to challenge you to go a little bit deeper than just saying, well, I want to help people. I know that as life coaches, we all want to help people, myself included, but go a little bit deeper. Why do you want to become a life coach this year? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your answer. Something else you can think about is your mission. Your mission, I feel, is a little bit, it's more powerful than your why, and it can really drive you even more to want to go out there and to create something new. So you can think about, I'm on a mission to what? And you can put your answer down in the comments below. So I'll share with you really quick what my answers were when I decided to leave my full-time nursing career and become a life coach. I wanted to become a life coach because I felt that nursing wasn't my higher calling in life. And I knew that there was something else out there more waiting for me. And when I started working with my first life coach, I was so impressed with the work she was doing with me, how much my life was rapidly changing every week. And I remember just feeling, I want to do this with other people as well. I want people to hire me to help them to change and transform their life so they can accomplish anything that they want to do or have or become. And then I was on a mission to leave my job, retire as a nurse, and to work for myself full time. I knew that I could do it. I wanted it so bad that I couldn't see straight. And it was those two things what got me started with becoming a professional life coach. All right, so step two is you're going to want to get proper training and certification and ICF credentials. So, ICF stands for the International Coaching Federation, and they are the accrediting body for life coaches and life coach training programs. They're the most recognized in the world right now. And they did a global consumer awareness study that showed that almost 8 in 10 people replied that it would be important or very important for their coach to hold a certification or credential. So, as we talked about, life coaching is a rapidly growing industry, and more people are knowing that it's important for their coaches to get proper education and training before they work with them. All right. So, at this time, you aren't required to have any formal coach education and training. But honestly, if this is something that you're really serious about and you want to do it part time or full time, why would you not want to get trained? Right. I always like to say, would you hire a doctor that is self taught? No, that would be absolutely crazy. Right. Before you're going to work with a doctor, you would want to know, like, I want to make sure they've been properly educated and trained and board certified so I feel safe. Right. It's the same thing. When people are hiring you and they're going to be investing their hard-earned dollars with you, they want to know that you know what you're doing and you have the proper skills to get them the biggest results that they've ever wanted to create in their lives. So your training and education is incredibly important. And I've seen such a big difference with coaches before and after they go through training. Their confidence increases in our coach training program. The imposter syndrome starts to go away, and because of the confidence in themselves, and they look at themselves as legit and a credible professional, they start to put themselves out there more and share about their coaching, talk about their coaching, treating themselves like a legit business and a professional. And I think that's really important because if you don't see yourself in that way, then other people won't see you in that way either. And just remember that your coaching is going to change a lot in coach training. With all my students that have joined the Born to Coach Training Academy, I'm guilty of this as well. We think a lot of times we have these natural coaching skills. People are already coming to us, reaching out for help and guidance, and they're walking away feeling more motivated and inspired. And so a lot of times we think, oh, well, I'm already a natural coach. I don't think there's that much more training I'm going to have to do. But the reality is the ICF methodology that we're going to teach you that has been studied for over decades now. This is not something that you're going to just naturally be born with. It's the same thing with therapy. Therapists have to go through a lot of education. They have to do 3,000 training hours before they can start working on their own, because there's different skills and techniques that's going to be important for you to learn when working with one-on-one clients in order to help create that trust and safety, to set up that safe environment for them to open up and share and be vulnerable and do the powerful questioning, the active listening, making sure you're not giving advice. Right? Those are all really important things that are going to help to change your clients' lives and get them to create new habits, new ways of thinking. And we'll teach you all of that inside the Born to Coach Training Academy. All right, step 3 is you're going to develop your coaching skills. So kind of a little bit what we're already going to from the last slide. I hear a lot of coaches say that they'll take like weekend courses from Udemy for a couple $100s. And the reality is just watching videos and reading coaching books, they're not going to make you a good coach. This is a practice. You're going to have hundreds of hours of practice in order to really hone your skill set. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't be making money and find clients in the meantime. You definitely can which is great, but you are going to need to put in the practice. We always say that it's a good idea to start practicing on friends and family first. And then in coach training, you'll have a peer coach that you can practice on as well. And then in the Born a Coach Training Academy, we do skills labs on the weekends where we have a volunteer coach, a volunteer client, and they practice coaching for 20 minutes. And then I'll give them feedback afterwards. And then something we also do in the Born a Coach Training Academy is we review your recorded coaching calls that you're doing with a peer as well to keep giving you feedback and showing you where there might be, some bad coaching habits showing up, and how we can help you to keep improving your skills as a coach, and working with a mentor coach in that way and having that feedback is absolutely essential to become the best coach you can be. And so then what I recommend is to start off by offering free or intro rate coaching for a very low price. So that way you don't have any pressure while you're learning your coaching skill set, and you can be messy. The best way to practice is just to get out there and start coaching. This is going to really help you to build your confidence in your testimonials. And then when you're ready, you can start offering anywhere between 50 to 150 per session. I see a lot of new coaches start out at the $50 per hour range. That's what I first started out as. And then, or if you want to put it together as a package, you can charge anywhere between $1,000 to $3,000 per package. Now, there's no hardcore rules that say that you have to do this or you can or can't, just if you want to get some ideas of what new coaches are charging around. Okay, so the fourth step is you're going to want to, I say, date your niche. We put a lot of pressure on ourselves to know our niche, what it is right away. And I think that is ludicrous. The reality is that your niche is going to find you. And what you need to do is you just need to coach anyone and everyone who's going to let you coach them. And I want you to, by doing this, you're going to pay attention to the topics that really light you up and what people are starting to reach out to you for help around. And then with time, you're going to start to notice your niche developing from that place. So one of the biggest questions I get before people join coach training is, do I have to have my niche figured out? And no, you absolutely do not. We do not expect you to know that right away. That is something that will come with time once you start coaching people. But if, when you're getting out there and you want to start talking about your coaching and getting some pro bono clients, I always say that you are your own best client. So think about where you were, a couple years ago when you were struggling the most and you were ready to change your life and start getting help. That can be your niche for right now. So think about that version of yourself. And then when you're ready to start niching down, some of the benefits of that is you are going to come off as the authority and the expert, and people love to hire experts. It's going to make your marketing and program and content creation so much easier. So there is a lot of benefits to niching down. And then, but just know, even if you do decide to call yourself a general life coach, I call myself a life coach and spiritual business mentor. When you create your coaching offers or your coaching programs, there's still going to be a problem that you're helping to solve within each program that you offer. So you're still going to need to know, like, who is it that you're talking to? What are their desires, their pain points? So even if you call yourself a general life coach, you're still going to have a niche that you're working with. All right. Step 5 is you're going to create your coaching offer. So you have to have some kind of transformational container to have people go through in order to get results. So I always like to say, what is the journey or steps that you took to create your own transformation that can begin to start to create the coaching offer? So that's something to think about. You're welcome to put your answer down below in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And then here's a really simple, basic coaching offer that you could use to get started with. So something here could be like bi-weekly or weekly sessions. Usually they're around 60 minutes in length. And then you can create action plans at the end of each session with your clients. You can support your clients in between the sessions. And that's always a good idea to throw in a few bonuses to make the offer a little bit more juicy and help your clients to keep getting results. So things like maybe meditations or worksheets or books or tools or exercises that you use and love that you'd want to share with your clients. Now, the ICF in one of their studies found that 94% of coaches don't just offer coaching. I actually fall into that category. I love combining Reiki and hypnotherapy and consulting and mentoring in my coaching package as well. So just so you know, that is okay to do that. But you do want to learn how to run a solid coaching session from start to finish. So that way you're not showing up in other roles in your coaching session right away and you know what the differences are. So that's why in coach training, we are going to teach you how to stay in the coaching role the whole time. But yeah, just so you know, you do have the freedom and flexibility to combine other passions, interests, training, certifications into your offer. And then you want to think about how many clients do you need to enroll to hit your financial goal? So let's say, kind of want to start with the end in mind. So let's say you have a goal of you want to be making $5,000 months. Well, then you need to have at least 5 clients that are paying you $1,000 per month. And maybe it's a 3-month package and you set for $3,000. And so, right, that's how you can start to think about the income you want to create and how many clients you have to be signing on to create that. All right. And step 6 is you're going to start to build an audience and a marketing strategy. So some coaches like to do more stuff online. That's me. Other coaches prefer to do more things in person. Regardless, or if you want to do more things in person, you're still going to have somewhat of an online presence because that's the world that we live in right now. But you can decide, what is your favorite way to connect with people and support people? Is it online? Is it in person? Is it a little bit of both? And I always like to say, where you're already consistently showing up to consume content and you have the habit there, that's going to be the best place to start building an audience and creating content. For me, it was Facebook. I loved already showing up to Facebook and going live and creating posts there. And so that's where I started building my business from. And then I like to teach something called intuitive marketing. So this is where you get to tap into your intuition. And your intuition is going to tell you everything that you need to know about building a successful business. A couple years into my journey, my intuition started telling me that I need to create a YouTube channel, even though that was very scary and overwhelming to get that message. And something inside of me just said, there's going to be people out there on YouTube searching for how to become a life coach. And obviously, you're here now for a reason. And I'm so glad I listened to my intuition. So where's your intuition telling you to show up and help support your people? Let me know down in the comments. Okay, and then if you don't like the word marketing, you can call it visibility. And you do want to create a visibility plan, stick to it every week to start to see results. Like for me, I create a new YouTube video every week or 4 videos a month. I create a new podcast episode every week. So you want to set a goal for how much content you want to be creating every week, and then do something realistic that you can easily show up and successfully hit that every week. You can also start networking and collaborating with people. And then also, you're going to start off with creating organic marketing or free marketing. So free marketing is things like YouTube videos or podcast episodes or reels or Instagram posts or Facebook posts. I would recommend don't spend any money for paid ads right now. You want to find something that really works and is growing your audience size and finding you clients before you start throwing money into it. If you start throwing money into something before you know it works, you're going to waste a lot of money. And I see it happen all the time. And I would recommend hold off on making a website right now. I actually did not have a website the first 6 months of working with clients. There's other ways that you can share your information with people. You can do that through like Linktree and Instagram, or you can do it through create a PDF and Canva. I just see a lot of coaches spend way too much time trying to create a professional website. They don't even have their offers figured out right yet. They don't have their niche figured out, and they waste so much time and money on this website. And so I think the most important thing you can do right now is getting educated and trained to become, a high quality coach, and then getting out there and coaching as many people as possible, and then paying attention to the words that your clients are using. And those words will start to create your offers and start to create the words on your website. Okay, step 7 is you're going to set up your business infrastructure. So that's things like creating an LLC, setting up a separate business bank account, setting up your legal contract, and then business insurance. And then you also got to think about the different tools you're going to be using for your scheduling system, your CRM. So this is something where you'll do note taking with your clients, and then send contracts and manage all of your client stuff in one place. The email platform you're going to use with your email list, and then the video conferencing you're going to use to host your calls if you're doing online calls. And then don't worry if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, like, I don't know, what are all the things I need right now? Or what are all the best platforms to use to get a life coaching business started? I thought about all that already for you. I created a freebie called the Life Coach Starter Checklist. The link is below the video that you can download that today. And I give you a checklist of all the things that I use to run my private life coaching business, and the links to that I think could be really helpful for you too. Okay, step 8 is sales and client enrollment. So you're going to want to get good at getting on the phone and being able to confidently sell your coaching offer in order to start enrolling clients. And this is something that we really focus a lot of time on in semester 2 inside the Born to Coach Training Academy. On the weekends, we have business skills labs where you get to practice in a safe learning environment, running discovery calls with a pretend client, and then getting feedback on that. And so here's how we break down a discovery call, which is just a coach name for a sales call, essentially. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to build rapport with your client to create that trust and safety. And then you're going to create your opening statement here, positioning yourself as that authority and that expert, because remember, people like to hire experts. And then you're going to go ahead and start interviewing the client. We have some specific questions that you're going to ask to understand the client's goals and make sure that working with a coach is going to be a good fit for them. Then you're going to start to share the details of your coaching offer. There might be some objectives come up. So we have a formula that you can use to help overcome objectives in a way that's not pushy and not salesy. And then depending on what your client says, hopefully they say yes, then you'll take them through the steps, getting them onboarded and ready to start working with you. Okay, step 9 is you're going to launch and test your services. So I always think it's a good idea, if you have not taken someone from start to finish through your coaching program, that you start with a couple of beta clients. So either they're not paying you or they're paying you a really low rate. And then you can say, I'm going to offer this to you for free in exchange for a testimonial and referrals at the end. And I always like to let your clients help you co-create your offer. I always think it's a good idea to let your clients help you co-create your offer. They can give you feedback in the moment, and you can really make sure that you are creating the content that your clients need, and you're not spending all this time creating a program on your own that they don't want or is not going to be useful for them. And then once you start to see your clients getting results, then that's when it's time to start charging money. And then the last thing is you're going to scale your coaching business. So I always recommend for new coaches to start off with one-on-one coaching clients. You don't have to, but I think it's a great way to start. That's how I started. And then what happens is once you start to see enough people struggling with the same problems and wanting to create the same goals that you're working with, then you can start to create things like group coaching, online courses, digital products, retreats, memberships. Or you can combine one-on-one coaching with group coaching. That's actually my personal favorite thing. It's what I offer right now. I don't just work with clients one-on-one anymore. I like to sell group programs, and then I do one-on-one coaching with people in the group programs. Oh, and this is a picture here of one of my past classes at our Sedona retreat that's included inside the Born to Coach Training Academy. We were doing a mala bead workshop here. Okay, so really quick, I wanted to let you guys know that we are enrolling for the Born to Coach Training Academy. We do have some spots open, and I'd love for you guys to consider joining us if you're ready to become a professional coach this year. So if you're curious to know what happens inside an ICF accredited coach training program and the results that you can get, by the end of our program, you'll be qualified to apply for your ACC or your PCC credential through the International Coaching Federation. I currently have my PCC credential. You're going to feel confident to coach anyone around any type of topic or problem that they bring to you. And then you're going to be charging a minimum of $3,000 to $5,000 per person for your coaching programs. You can charge more or less, but that's usually the amount that we like to see our students charging for their packages. You're going to know how to create those consistent paying clients by the end of each month. And you'll have the opportunity to get hired for companies as a professional coach, like some of those companies we talked about earlier in the video. And you're going to have a brand new career that honors your life purpose, your higher calling, your mission, your purpose in life, allows you to get paid to share your gifts with others. I don't think there's anything else greater in life than that. You're going to make lifelong coaching friends from all over the world. I am still so close with so many of the women that I went through coach training with back in 2017. All right. And in semester one, these are some of the things we're going to teach you to become a transformational coach. We're going to teach you about the ethics, embodying a coaching mindset, forming the coaching agreement at the beginning of the session, creating a trust and safety in the environment, developing your coaching presence, becoming a better listener, asking powerful and thought-provoking questions, how to do goal setting, accountability, and facilitating client growth at the end of the session, navigating grief and loss with clients, and also making sure that you're doing creating inclusive programs for your clients. And then semester two is all about building a successful coaching business. So we're going to make sure that your coaching business is properly and securely and legally set up the right way. We're going to talk more about creating your unique niche and creating your signature coaching offer, where you're going to learn in our sales and discovery call method. And then we're going to teach you a special method to start creating your first paying clients. And we'll give you all the documents to get you ready to start onboarding new clients. And then we'll also teach you how to create a marketing plan to start authentically putting yourself out there, creating your coaching brand, and earning ICF credentials. And here are 3 bonuses that are included as well. You get a luxury weekend retreat in Sedona, Arizona. This counts for 25 training hours for the program. You're going to get an attorney-approved one-to-one coaching contract that you can use with your clients. And you also get a personalized birth chart reading. So this is going to be like a blueprint to help you get started with building your business and know the best way for you to build a successful coaching business using astrology. So next steps, if you're ready to go, you can go onto our website at borntocoach.org/certification, and you can literally get enrolled today. Or if you still have some more personal questions, you want to talk to me first, you can book a decision-making call. Here's the link. I also have the call below the video too. All right, Coach, it was so awesome getting to work with you today. Thank you so much for watching my video. And make sure that you like, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.